Peace be upon you and Allah mercy and blessing. Good morning. Previously introduced my name Saskia Dyah from 2020 KP class with a final name of 050. Here I will present about the industrial water treatment recycle process. Industrial wastewater is wastewater produced from a chemical process in industry. This type of water has pure quality because of the it contaminant it contains. Industrial wastewater is toxic to the environment so that it endangers the life around the industry. Use of treated industrial wastewater: 1. Boiler feed water. 2. Cooling water. 3. Reaction pH regulator. 4. For irrigation. 5. Commercial water that we use every day. Wastewater treatment aims to remove pollutant parameter present in wastewater to the limit that is allowed to be discharged into water bodies in accordance with the permit quality standard requirement. To choose the type of technology or process that will be used for wastewater treatment, several things need to be considered among others. 1. Wastewater characteristic. 2. Amount of waste. 3. Expect standard of treated water quality. There are three biological wastewater treatment. 1. Suspended culture. The processing system uses the activity of microorganisms to decompose the pollutant compounds present in water and the microorganisms used are culture suspended in a reactor. 2. Attached culture. A wastewater treatment process in which the microorganisms used are cultured on a medium so that the microorganisms adhere to the surface of the media. This process is also called the microbiological film process or the biofilm process. 3. Lagoon or pond system. By accommodating wastewater in a large pond with a long enough residence time so that with the activity of microorganisms that grow naturally, the pollutant in the water will break down. How does water recycling work? The water recycling process utilizes very basic physical, biological, and chemical principles to remove contaminants from water. Use of mechanical or physical systems to treat wastewater is generally referred to as primary treatment. Use of biological process to provide further treatment is referred to as secondary treatment. Additional purification is called tertiary or advanced treatment. Wastewater treatment process. 1. Primary processing. A pre-processing process to remove suspended solid, and neutralization which generally use a physical or chemical process. 2. Secondary processing. A process to remove dissolved organic pollutant which is generally carried out by a biological process. 3. Tertiary advanced processing. The process used to produce better quality treated water as expected. Industrial water processing for content purpose. Water recycling in the beverage industry. In cooling water, industrial water can also be recycled for reuse because the contaminant level are quite small and also a process that does not involve contact between fluids so that it is easy to spare and regenerate. 2. Nanotechnology for water reclamation. One of the most effective methods in water purification because it involves a very small size so that logically the resulting water will be pure. However, not all water can be used. 3. Membrane technology to increase water supply. There are types of membrane that can be used as a tool for industrial wastewater treatment, namely biomimetic membrane. 4. Membrane distillation bioreactor or MDBR, one of the tools that combine the concept of spiration with the help of microbes. In general, the membrane used is a membrane that is resistant to heat and the behavior of bacteria acting on it. MDBR can withstand existing retentate so that the water purification process runs better and the resulting water is pure. The conclusion, therefore, the type of technology or process that will be used for wastewater treatment. Several things need to be considered, among others, wastewater characteristic, amount of waste, expected standard of treated water quality. There are three biological wastewater treatment, namely suspended culture, attached culture, lichen or pond system. There are also three wastewater treatment process mentioned, namely primary process, secondary process, and tertiary process. And this is the bibliography. And here here are a few video clips to support the material that I have present. Source Colin Learning Media.
Cities and towns have sewerage systems in place to carry the wastewater from our homes, hotels, factories, and other establishments to a sewerage treatment plant where the wastewater is treated. It is then deemed safe to release into other water sources. The treatment of wastewater goes through different stages. Wastewater is treated to remove the physical, chemical, and biological contaminants present in it through various processes. The pre-treatment process involves the sewage being sent through grids or vertical bars that can remove large solid substances like metal cans, paper, and plastic materials.
That is video clips to support the material that I have present. And yeah, thank you. I apologize if there is a word wrong. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you. Good morning.